special counsel's investigation of former President Donald Trump. Our senior legal affairs correspondent Paula Reed is joining us right now. Paula, tell us about this New York Times report and why potentially it is so significant.
An incredibly significant development in the special counsel investigation. The New York Times reporting that Trump's former White House chief of staff, Mark Meadows, has testified before the grand jury that special counsel Jack Smith has been using in both of his investigations, both into January 6 and also into the possible mishandling of classified documents down at Mar-a-Lago. Now, according to the Times reporting, it's unclear if he has testified in just one of those investigations or in both. But he is arguably the most significant witness that the special counsel could speak to, certainly in the January 6th investigation, but it could potentially also have valuable information in the classified document probe as well. Now, in recent months, folks around former President Trump have expressed some concern, some puzzlement about exactly what was going on with Mark Meadows, because they told us that they didn't have any communication with his legal team. They were unclear what exactly was going on with him. They've even said on our air that there was no communication between Trump's legal team and Meadows' legal team, which raised a lot of questions about whether he was indeed cooperating with investigators. Now, in terms of what he could offer on January 6th, the House investigation into January 6th basically concluded that all roads led to the former White House chief of staff. All the communication to the former president that day, including from his own family, went through Mark Meadows. He would have an incredible number of questions to answer before investigators. Now, also, though, on the Mar-a-Lago probe, we learned from our exclusive reporting in recent weeks that investigators have an audio recording, a really key piece of evidence where Trump refers to being in possession of a classified document, and that recording was made by Meadows' autobiographers who were recording in the room. Now, in a statement Meadows' lawyers provided to the Times, they said, quote, "Without commenting on whether or not Mr. Meadows has testified before the grand jury or in any proceeding, Mr. Meadows has maintained a commitment to tell the truth where his illegal obligation to do so." Wolf.
And I want to just point out that one well-placed source has now confirmed to CNN this report about Mark Meadows testifying before this grand jury. What does this tell us, Paula, about where the investigation is right now?
Well, as we've been reporting over the past several weeks, it appears that this investigation is in its final phase based on the types of witnesses, the requests that they have, the fact that they're bringing people back. But the thing that we've said repeatedly on air, including on your show, Wolf, is we just don't know about Mark Meadows, right? That is such a significant witness. Once they talk to him, then we can say for certain that this is definitely in the final phase and likely wrapping up. But of course, we know that the investigation continues. Investigators are expected to speak to at least one more witness in Florida later this week. But the fact that they have talked to him, that this has finally been confirmed, this is something we've been waiting for to really understand whether they are indeed wrapping up this investigation. It appears, again, this is one of the most significant witnesses they would speak to. This is someone that it appears that they've likely spoken to in this final stage that we're entering now, and they contemplate whether they will indeed bring any charges.
Yeah, let's not forget this is a criminal investigation of Donald Trump that we're watching right now. Paula, stay with us. I want to dig deeper with our legal and political experts who are standing by. Elliot Williams, let me start with you. How critical is this Mark Meadows testimony before this grand jury?
It's very critical, Wolf, and for a big reason. Let's look at the role that Mark Meadows would have played in the Trump White House. As chief of staff, he would have had access or insight into political questions in the White House, but also substantive ones. And so look at the two different inquiries that are happening here. To the extent that he could provide insight as to January 6th, he could talk about what the president said, what the president knew. Did the president ever convey that he knew he lost the election? What was in the president's mind? What was his state of mind around the statements he made on January 6th and other activity there? So there's plenty to be gleaned from him there. With respect to documents, it's an entirely separate investigation, but he could also provide insight into what did the president know was being packed up in boxes on the final days of the administration and being sent down to Mar-a-Lago. What did the president say about his right to declassify documents or that he knew was in his possession? There's plenty that can be asked of Mark Meadows, again, as both a substantive and political aide. He was clearly a critical witness.
He certainly was. And Carrie Cordero, he was key. He was well known in the White House, obviously, the White House chief of staff, but he was key to various aspects of both of these investigations, presumably. That's why they want to question him, the January 6th insurrection, as well as the classified documents that were lying around Mar-a-Lago.
That's right. And as Elliot and Paul explained, because he had so much access, because he was in the position that he was, he just had firsthand knowledge. I think the fact that he has testified now before the grand jury, and one of the big questions I have, Wolf, is did he actually testify from a substantive perspective? In other words, answer questions substantively, meaningfully, for what amount of time, how many hours was he in there? Or was there a circumstance where he would have been in a position to invoke his own Fifth Amendment right? I mean, I think one of the big questions is whether or not Mark Meadows faces any criminal liability in these broader investigations himself. I don't know the answer to that question, but it would certainly affect the length of time that has gone before he testified, whether or not he entered into any kind of deal with the government, whether or not he had a motivation to testify extensively in his own interests, and therefore how truthful and how forthcoming he would be in his answers with respect to whether or not they could implicate him in anything as well. So there's his own personal interests, and then there's also the relevance to the broader investigations.
Let me go back to Paula. Meadows was also linked, as we know, to that important piece of evidence that you and the CNN team reported on, specifically the audio recording of Trump discussing those classified documents at Mar-a-Lago.
Such a critical piece of evidence for investigators. We learned that on this recording, not only does the former president suggest that he is in possession of a classified document, but he also appears to acknowledge the limits on his ability to declassify documents once he left the White House. Now, those comments are significant because they really undermine a lot of the public defenses that Trump has put forward. But in reporting that story, one of our big questions was, okay, who was recording in this room and why? And through our reporting, we learned that during that time, the former president was in the habit of having journalists, writers, and anyone working on books record what he said, in addition to his aides as well. We learned that in the room during this critical conversation were two people who were working on an autobiography for Mark Meadows. So again, he is tied into this specific case now very clearly. Other questions about what other types of recordings they could have related to Mark Meadows' book. Also, oddly, in Mark Meadows' autobiography, he suggests that he was in this meeting, though our reporting suggests, in fact, that he was not. So I think investigators would have quite a bit to ask Mark Meadows about in the Mar-a-Lago documents investigation.
And David Chalian, how big of a blow potentially is this to former President Trump?
Well, that all depends on what Mark Meadows told the grand jury, but it could. I think back to sort of Mark Meadows' trajectory in this whole notion of investigations into Donald Trump. Remember when Mark Meadows was initially very cooperative with the House Select Committee looking into January 6th, and then he totally pulled back from that after he had shared a bunch of very helpful material to the committee. We know his closest aide in the White House, Cassidy Hutchinson, who gave the very powerful testimony to the January 6th committee that completely helped them make their final arguments here of what they were saying Trump did or did not do in the lead up to January 6th and on that day. So Mark Meadows has been this central player all throughout, at times actually helping investigators, at times pulling back from that and not helping investigators. I thought the statement that Paula read from the Meadows team about when he's obligated to do so by law, he will have this commitment to the truth. Well, that suggests to me that perhaps he may have some very valuable information that he provided in this testimony, Wolf, but we simply don't know.
We will find out, I guess, fairly soon. Dana Bash, does all this new breaking news we're reporting hit home for people in the former president's orbit?
Absolutely. I mean, there was nobody closer inside the orbit than Mark Meadows at the time, of course, for all the timelines that we're talking about, particularly January 6th and up till when the president left and took some of those documents. One of the questions, and I think David is exactly right, that statement is very, I think it's very telling. Yes, he started to negotiate or started to cooperate potentially with the January 6th committee, pulled back. That wasn't something he was obligated to do. When you are called before the grand jury and the Department of Justice, it is, from his perspective, very different. Maybe just like Mike Pence. I mean, Mike Pence did fight going to the grand jury. They lost in court, and then he ended up going. But it seems as though Mark Meadows might be following that playbook to sort of go and say what you want. But we don't really know what the subject is. I will tell you that there has been concern, and I'm sure Paula is hearing this as well, from some in the Trump orbit, that Mark Meadows is maybe making a deal or giving something in order to, or getting something in order to give something. Again, we don't know, but that is why, one of the many reasons why this testimony is so significant, because of the question marks and because of the jitters that it leaves in Trump world.